Whoever's in, cheers. I don't know who you are. This would be really nice if there's some bud in here, but I know for a fact there's no bud in here. Damn, but it smells good. Won't have my bud until the right day. I don't even know what fucking the date is. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you this stuff. Shit works really good. I mean, I haven't been using it for like a month, but every now and then I use it, and I'm about to use it. Whoever's in here. Let's see who's getting back with me. Oh, don't do that. Get the fuck off here, bitch. Oh, I know what that is. My stupid music app trying to get me to fucking make music off those apps. I'm getting bored of it though. I'm getting bored of those cheap apps. Yeah, so this stuff is really fucking good. Works really good. I used to back in the day the mouth strips and the whole shit. Keep it in your mouth with a little like the tooth guard that you used in boxing or something. They used to. Man, this shit was a hassle. So yeah, this shit's way better. I'll wait till maybe one more. Maybe somebody else will come in. But in the meantime, I just brushed my teeth. They're not really white because I've been drinking coffee all week, and they start to get dingy. So let's give this a shot. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, guys, all my teeth are there except the two middle ones down here on on that side. So I got almost all my teeth. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh, let's do it this way. See if it works on camera. I don't think it'll work with this fucking. You won't be able to notice it probably on this stupid camera, but give it a shot. Mm. 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 Oh, 1 second. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I think it feels better now, so. Okay, they could use a couple more whitening sessions, maybe like 2 or 3, and that'll happen over the next 2 days, 3 days. This shit will work. It's just that you got to stick with it for like 2 or 3 days. Just stay consistent. Every time you brush your teeth, use this mouthwash. It will fucking make them whiter. Now, right now, I kind of fucking slacked on it for like 2 months. Didn't use this shit for 2 months. So my teeth got stained from coffee, just like your teeth get stained from nicotine. And yeah, so anyway, it works good. You just got to stick with it. I think they're whiter than they show on this fucking camera, though. All right. Uh, and yes, I am missing a couple teeth down there, but that was from, typical bullshit. It was funny. I was listening to somebody the other day. They said the dentist was like, "Oh, we're just going to pull this other tooth because it's kind of like slightly impacted." It's like, no. He was like, "No, don't do that. It's a fucking perfectly good tooth. It's not giving me any problems." And the dentist is like, "Oh, okay. We'll just take the rotten one out then and leave that one alone." Yeah. It was pretty funny. I would never fucking go to a dentist a second time that tried to take another tooth out that wasn't fucked up. Oh, hell no. Anyway, I was talking to somebody the other day and they were complimenting me on I have a pretty smile and shit. I was so fucking flabbergasted by that. Because she's a good looking woman. She is really good looking. I don't know if I want to point fingers in the direction like of her and stuff because she does have her own ideology and belief systems, and I don't want to push any buttons. She is so pretty. Her body is just so healthy. Let's just put it that way. Her body is just so healthy, and she's pretty, But I can't fucking believe these women that look like that do not have kids, and she's 50 years old. This chick is 50 years old. Oh, I'm not gonna mention who she is ever now since I said that number, but I'm just saying she looks like she has a body of somebody in their 30s. I mean, she looks so good, and a tight skirt, really fucking good. So now after I tried to whiten these, and on this goddamn thing, it's not going to show it. They look a little dingy still from the coffee I've been drinking for 2 months, or actually for a long time, but they will get white. If I continue to use that shit for like 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days on a regular basis, it will fucking whiten my teeth. And it's done it before. I just drink so much of this shit. It doesn't really fucking last long. So there's one person there, I don't fucking give a shit. Any topic or game. I don't know. I guess I could talk about UFOs. I mean, I've done videos on my UFOs experiences before. A lot of people hadn't seen them. So I don't know if I want to do that though. But anyway, I had this fucking black guy. He got pissed off because I was criticizing BLM, and he was on his avatar for his YouTube channel, which had no content, by the way. He has a black guy with a big old smile from ear to ear. This black guy has a smile from ear to ear. It's probably a white dude that made up that avatar. So anyone that criticizes BLM, he can come on and act like a black guy protesting your stupid ass. But I'm not stupid. Okay. So anyway, he says, "Dude, you look like you're 70 years old. Get off the myth." It's like, dude, you look older than I do. That fucking avatar you had looked older than I do. I was born in 1964, bitch. I think I look really good for somebody who was born in 1964. And not only that, but I never get offended by somebody who doesn't have content on their fucking channel. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you're in. I didn't think you would be because it's Friday. You shouldn't even be home. Are you getting ready to leave? So, yeah. She is very nice. She has a whole probably different viewpoint. everybody has their own opinion in life. You can't force your opinion down their throat. All you can do is say what you think. But she looks so good for her age. Oh my God. And Brenda, you look good for your age. I didn't know you were 60. Oh, well, I won't say anything else. I'm sorry. I won't say anything. I stopped. I'm sorry. Anyway, I tried to whiten my teeth, and this camera doesn't. And maybe it's also because I haven't been using the shit for a few months, and the coffee just keeps staining my teeth back. It's just like somebody who smokes cigarettes all the time, except that when you smoke cigarettes, your teeth actually get yellower. When I used to smoke cigarettes, my teeth would get fucking yellow looking. Okay. Yeah, I am too, Brenda. I've always liked you the way you looked. Otherwise, I wouldn't ever talk to you. Had you been anywhere near California, we would have been banging. I guarantee it. I'm not. I'm just saying. Yeah, because Brenda, and plus she's got the life experience. I like women with life experience. I don't like women that don't have life experience. Fucking. But I'm glad you popped in because you kind of like add to whatever. Hey, give me a like too. Hurry up, give me a like, and then go back to live chat before you split, please, because it helps my channel. So yeah, I was on Fade to Black last night with Jimmy Church, and he talks about paranormal UFO stuff a lot. And I went and talked about my UFO. I had to condense my story, and it kind of sucked because I was running towards the top of the hour. But he's really cool. Brenda, you might even like going on his show. A lot of people speak on his live chat. And, just it's a good show. I mean, he had over 600 people in, and he doesn't even have like over 1 million subscribers. I mean, he had over 600 people in there in the chat alone. And of course, a lot of them are just there to cause problems, typical critical troll type deal. So there's 2 in here. I got 1 like, cool. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I had some things I wanted to talk about today. One of them was that fucking idiot. A lot of these people have fake, YouTube avatars with no content. Now, Brenda, I know you don't have any content, but you know what, Brenda? You could start making videos with your fucking pad anytime and start putting them up because guess what? You have the video selection part all set up in your YouTube channel. So all you would have to do is take video of something, download it, and it'll go automatically into your YouTube channel. But I know you don't want to do that. But I mean, this guy, he obviously was not black. He was a white dude behind a black avatar, and he picked a black face that looked as funny as possible. Yeah, I know you do. You have way better things to do. But you know what sex is and everything, Brenda. It isn't, I mean, fucking, it's over sooner than later, and unless you want to sit there and just fucking sweat for fucking a half hour just to make it the girl orgasm. Women usually need that extra time to do all that. But yeah, I was talking about. Oh yeah, well I know it's more than that. You got a life. I mean, I'm not trying to dish you. You got a life. You got your own house like me, paid for in full like me, I think. I don't know. But I mean, now that's what you call a fucking realistic human being. None of this bullshit, food stamps, affordable housing, none of that shit. Yeah, exactly. I know you're paid off. And not only that, but you got you live in the Pennsylvania Dutch country, which could possibly be interesting. I don't know. I like the Amish. I like Hutterites. I've said it before. Hutterites probably don't live in Pennsylvania though. I think they're out west. Hutterites I like better than Amish though. They always have problems technically because they don't know. They don't have the same systems to deliver their waste from their animals, so they end up dumping it illegally. So they break rules all the time. They get caught though, and then they get fined. I like Amish though. We just hold a lot of restrictions on them. They don't dump. Is that what you're saying? They don't dump in the rivers? Well, some of them are probably more regulated than others. One thing about them is they fucking make those really good heaters, the Amish, and they have lots of cool little gift shops with Amish knickknacks over there. I wouldn't mind having a few, especially some Amish artwork. I would think that would be interesting. I like horses. I don't know if anyone knows this, but I can ride a fucking horse like nobody's business. Horses love me, and even the spirited ones give me a chance to get on them and ride them because I don't have a weird vibe when I walk up to an animal and a nervous vibe or anything like that. I would do well, in a horse stable. The only thing I don't like about is brushing and grooming horses because you know what? That's a lot of territory if you got a giant stable. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that a bit. I wonder what Amish scalloped potatoes taste like. Probably just like scalloped potatoes. I don't know. No, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Brenda, let me ask you, where have you eaten Amish food at? Because I am a food connoisseur. I love eating food. I wonder if they make Amish relish for hot dogs. No, I don't think Amish would eat hot dogs, but I could be wrong. They probably do. They probably do, though. I mean, you got to figure they utilize everything just like we do. As far as eating goes, they'll utilize probably any part of the animal. And anyway, how are you, Brenda? What you been up to? She went on vacation, guys. Whoever else is in chat, she went on vacation. There's 2 people in chat, so somebody's listening. Yeah. Okay. Comfort food. And this is just a video. Like, if I don't pull people in the chat, it's okay because it's going to get downloaded anyway. And I talk like a motherfucker. Brenda knows. Sometimes I get on a cussing rampage. Dude, Brenda, I am not kidding. I just got a call from one of those fake ass Social Security motherfuckers, trying to get, saying I have fraudulent charges, but you can fix it all by paying $2,500 and shit. Damn, I should have gone live stream right away when that motherfucker called. It was funny as fuck. You would laugh at what I called his ass. Oh, the funny part about these cocksuckers is they always barely can speak good English. If they're not Indian, they're fucking Filipino or Indonesian, and they're a riot because, I gave in. I started to act stupid the whole way just to hear. And then I can't even say over the air what I called them. I can't do that. I can't do that on my live stream. That would just be over the top if I said what I called them. But yeah, he was thinking he had me all soaked in and ready to pay money, and then I started drifting into this weird direction. He started to go, "What, sir? Calm down." Blah blah blah. And then I told him he was a Filipino, and I'll just leave the other part out. You can figure it out. You dumb motherfucking Filipino. Yeah, I fucking stuck it to him. Yeah, it is fun to fuck with them, Brenda. It is, especially when right away you can tell you can barely hear because English sucks so bad. I said, dude, what is your fucking problem? I can barely understand your English. What is you work in the Social Security office, my ass, bitch. I was like, it was so funny. And he was trying to calm me down, so they could still try to con me. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm smarter than that, you fucking idiot. All right, boo boo. My dog is gonna complain because I'm talking on my to my videos. He probably wants to be on video. I know. Give me a kiss. Give me a kissy. Oh, don't be stepping all over electronic stuff. But yeah, it's really here nor there. But those guys, I don't know. I guess they sucker in people occasionally with their shitty English. Probably really dumb fucking Bible thumping motherfuckers that don't know jack shit about the world. I'm sorry I said that, okay? I'm not saying Bible thumpers are stupid. Just when you thump, then you're stupid. If you're just a Bible tripper, that's good for you. Have at it. The Amish are, the Hutterites are. I'm not going to tell anyone they can't believe what they want to. I just don't. I don't. I think the discipline that they get is fucking awesome, though. That's good. You know, they make sure their kids and stuff grow up with that work ethic, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. In a matter of fact, we could use some discipline. Well, I'll tell you now. That's a good topic, Brenda. When am I going to film myself on my longboard again? I'll tell you what's up. Okay, I have some bout of some pain. You know, now it's just amped up a little. For some reason, my pain's been bothering me in my back and my fibromyalgia, and my left knee was giving me a little bit of a hard time. Not sure why. It just I have a partial implant in the fake knee. So I've been soaking in the bath a lot, and I'm going to get a Megan bed. A Megan bed is an ultra light. What is it called? What is it? The kind of light that ultraviolet, and it penetrates heat up into you, and it also goes like this, like, and causes your back facets to open up and the nerves to relax. It helps blood flow. It does a bunch of shit. And I'm going to get one of those so that when I go skateboarding and stuff, in between the skateboarding, I can recover. And yeah, I'm out of weed right now, but the weed isn't always the answer. It will help you feel better, but you also have to stretch out those facets in your back, and those tight muscles and those tendons and everything need to get stretched out. And the only thing about a Megan bed is if your back is really painful, a lot of people will say, oh, that hurts when it starts out, but you just got to let it go for about 5 minutes. If you're like me and you don't have a what do you call it? Like I don't have a fused or surgery in my back, so all my facets can be manipulated, even though they try to fuse as you get older from degeneration. But to keep them moving is the key. And the blood flow is also key to get pain to go away in my knees and stuff. My left knee, probably the heat of the bathtub can sometimes help, but you got to do it for like 2 or 3 days. So I had to take a little hiatus from my skateboard. I have been practicing skateboard just to make sure I don't lose it, my touch. And I go places on it, but my back has hurt so much lately. Yeah, it's intense. It's like, I'll be honest, I haven't had really a lot of sleep in the past few days. That's how bad my back has been. It's been keeping me awake. I've only been getting a couple hours sleep towards morning, and that's it. And oh God, it fucking hurt. And it's to the point where you start thinking about death and dying, and like, at least if I was dead, I wouldn't feel it. Yeah, those thoughts go through my mind. At least if I was dead, I wouldn't be feeling this shit. And right now, just sitting here like this, I have to have these 2 cushions because this chair goes too far back, and just to hold my back straight or my lumbar straight. Otherwise, if it goes at a weird angle, it will fucking cause nerves to get all smashed and shit. So I got to be careful. It's good to have somebody in chat anyway, at least Brenda. I tried to get my friend to come in, my other friend to come in, but she is probably busy doing auctions or something. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you're in, that's good. She'll come in another time maybe. But I don't want to push any buttons. She's very sweet, like you are, Brenda. She's really sweet. It's just too bad. She's used to dating all kinds of guys, and I would like to hone in on her and have her for good, but that's just me. And 6 years younger than me, but she looks really good. Like you, Brenda, she looks really good. Her physique, I mean, she eats good food, like you, Brenda. She eats really good food. She likes arugula spinach a lot. She says it helps her skin and stuff. I believe it. You're welcome. Yeah, I can never complain if a woman comes into chat or just comes on my channel. That's, I'd rather have women anyway. A lot of the guys are assholes. But as long as the guys come in and talk, hey man, I'll talk to you. I'm a very liberal talker. I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to trolls. Brenda, I had somebody in the other day, I forget, Radical Panda, and he likes to push his Muslim shit, but I didn't fucking kick him off. I'm not an asshole, I'm like, hey man, I think you're all wrong. I think we're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think the whole entire world's wrong. And when he started pushing certain things like gold and silver or Muslims are right about women, I'm like, hey man, you can say what you want, but I don't agree with any shit you say. So, it's all good. I'll be nice to even a troll. As long as I can actually make probably a troll learn to like me anyway, so it's not that big a deal. So yeah, I was on Fade to Black, which you would probably like, Brenda, with Jimmy Church last night. He's not going to be on tonight. He's off, I think, on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, possibly Mondays. He had over 600 people in his chat. I went and called in, and I talked about a UFO experience I had, and everybody in chat liked it. Even the fucking ones that were critical of UFOs were like, hey, interesting as fuck, I was like, yeah, it could have been more interesting had I not been closer to the top of the hour than I was when he was talking to me. And, I could have told a little more detail, but time constrictions, But yeah, Jimmy Church, I've always liked Jimmy Church. My brother McKee has seen a few UFOs, but for some reason he tried to shoot down Jimmy Church. For some reason he says he didn't like him and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's rare to get formats like that. Art Bell was the original format like that back in the 90s. And, they're just limited to certain individuals anyway. So you just have to hang with whatever is available to talk about. If you want to talk about UFOs on the internet, that is, you have to. Yeah, I was trying to get the color scheming in my camera better so I could go outside and you could see everything's green, not brown. It's fucking green. We don't have even fall leaves yet over here. You probably got already leaves all over the ground, Brenda. I'm just saying, it's not like I'm bragging, but I'm just saying it's still, and matter of fact, I have a bush out in front that it's blooming these flowers. I don't know if it's late because it was I didn't water early in the spring like I should have, and it may have delayed the blooming. So when I did decide to water this bush, all these beautiful flowers came out, man. Purple, all fucking, and everybody that goes by my house is like, holy shit, that place looks cool. Especially when I got flowers at this time in September. Or wait a minute, August, or wait, shit, now I'm forgetting what goddamn month it is. Don't tell me. August, yeah. Especially at this time in August, most people don't have blooming flowers. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. I like that aspect of being up here. And it's because it's a warmer alpine kind of environment than most. For most alpine environments, it's warmer. We get upwellings of warm air. It kind of keeps it more temperate. And even in winter, I can skateboard through winter. As long as there's no snow, it'll stay above freezing a lot of the time. And it'll be sunny on top of it. Other people say, dude, it's cold out. Why don't you got any jacket on? I'm like, dude, I'm from the Midwest. This is not cold. Fucking 38 degrees is nice weather to me, okay? With sun, 38 degrees is nice. It's not cold to me. I can wear something like this and be just fine, not even shiver. But most people would get cold at 38 degrees. My favorite temperature is about 56 degrees, if not 60, So yeah, I was on Fade to Black last night with Jimmy Church. Other people were talking about their shit was kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie. Their shit was kind of boring, and they weren't the best speakers. That's what you get when you get people calling into Jimmy Church. They're not the best speakers all the time. So they really can't get their story out probably in a more professional kind of way. So It is what it is. But I love his format, and the fact that he had call-in night Thursdays is awesome, because then you can get something off your chest, paranormal or whatever, call in. People will tell you whether your story sucked or they liked it. They liked mine. Everybody liked mine. Even the fucking people in chat that were dickheads about UFOs, they were like, interesting. It was kind of cool. It's because I'm a good talker. I can talk good. But there's 2 people in chat, and that's cool. That's enough to keep my stream going. Right now, I'm just trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm sitting down. My back still hurts. It feels better than it did last night. And my TENS unit is broken. You know why? Because I had the wires and the electrodes stuck to my dryer door. And one day I opened the dryer door and the thing fell off, and the wires, some of the wires got broke. So I just said, fuck, now I got to get all new wires. So it's not really broke. It just needs new wires and electrodes. God, man, pain in the ass. But yeah, I normally, if I'm in pain like this, I'll plant. I have 2 TENS units. I'll use 2 of them, and I'll have 8 fucking electrodes all over my lower back. And talk about electricity, I'll fucking have that shit high up, and I'll have different settings for each different TENS unit. I used to use that shit in the gym too when I worked out, because it'll stimulate your muscles as you're working out. So yeah, a lot of people don't know you can use TENS units when you're working out. They'll actually make the muscles do things when you're not doing the working out. So like if you're doing, let's say, curls, and you have your TENS unit on your biceps and your triceps, your arms will stay pumped. They won't lose the pump. So TENS units work for working out too. In the future, you'll probably see a lot more people working. I know people use them for their stomach, but you can use them for arms. It'd be risky to use them near your chest, but I have done it. I have used them on my chest and my back, and just to get muscles, to keep my muscles pumped. Right now I'm out of shape. If I started working out, man, you'll notice it. But if I do, I'll get big, and then the skateboard will be harder to control because I'll have all that extra upper body weight. And so I don't want to get big. Oh, I do got my insurance, Brenda. It was only temporarily gone because I didn't do something. I already do got my insurance. I didn't want to lose it, so I had to get it back. It was gone for a few months, though. I didn't have any fucking medical insurance for like 3 months. I've done that before, though. But yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do, Brenda, just because you mentioned it, I'm going to do a longboarding video very soon. My back is feeling better today. I might even get tempted to try one today. But yeah. I might have to do the same road I did when I did that's titled Longboard Wheels Review or some shit like that. But that road was killer. I only went down it kind of slow doing this a lot. I didn't really go fast because I was testing out the wheels. But next time I might try to go fast on the son of a bitch. But the problem is there's a hairpin turn about a little more than halfway through. And that hairpin turn is like this. I mean, it's a cutback all the way. And if I hit that cutback, fuck. If I hit that fucking cutback like that fast, I'll wreck for sure. Because it's just too. And cars are coming the other direction. I can't see them coming. And I don't want to end up in the other lane trying to turn that hairpin. So I'm going to have to find a way to slow down on that hairpin if I go fast. And that means a super duper serious fucking ass slide. Or at least a slow down slide that's significant enough to slow me down. And the only reason why I would do it is just to show, just not as a raw run, but just to show that I can go fast on that road too. You got to realize that when you do longboarding, the risks involved just are exponential. People could be pulling out our driveway. That's why when I'm doing longboard, I like to do a lot of this, because if I see a car coming, I have an option of going one way or the other. I'm already used to doing it. My board's ready to turn and move. But if you're sliding, you can't do that. You'll run right into a car pulling out of a driveway if you're sliding. That's simple. So on boarding media, if you go to the last longboarding live stream they did, that guy didn't even slide. He fucking, it was pretty much a no pause ride too. He fucking, I don't even think he touched a little, but not really. He didn't really use his slide gloves, his pucks to slide. He just was putting them down just to kind of like, maybe it was, who knows, maybe it helps stabilize you too sometimes. I don't do that, but what was cool is he'd go by plants and touch the plants on boarding media. And he went straight the entire way, 60 plus miles an hour with no fear. I could do that, but I need that kind of a hardware he's got, because that's my style. I don't slide much. So if anything, I'm just going to go straight, or I'm going to go like this. I'm not going to slide much. And he did that. He didn't slide much. He didn't slide hard at all, actually. He just went fast all the way fucking down. I want to know where that fucking highway is that on the last boarding media that guy did, because I should know his name. That's pretty bad of me not to remember his name. Yeah, I am taking my time. I have been taking my time, but the back pain doesn't, it's not very forgiving. It does things, and when you want to go skateboarding and do a video, your back pain says, bitch, this hurts, doesn't it? It's like, oh, stop. I want to do my video, my longboard video. Don't do this to me. So I'm going to get a Megan bed, which has ultraviolet light. I'll reiterate. And you can't see the ultraviolet light coming through it, but it heats up your body inside quicker than a jacuzzi will. And it goes further in, the ultraviolet light. A Megan bed is the ultimate way to control back problems if you don't have a fused back. So I'm going to buy one of those. You'll see that in one of my future videos. Megan beds rock. I used to go into my pain specialist before he died of leukemia, and he used to put me on one of those to kind of, instead of the waiting room where you're just sitting there in a chair. And it was awesome. I'd sit on that fucking thing for 15, 18, 20 minutes, and it would just work all the issues out of my back. It's called a Megan bed, Migun bed. You can find them, meganworld.com is where you go to look. At least that's who I'm talking to now. Oh my God, Brenda, you would love it. It would probably make you feel so good. You probably know, and because it increases blood flow in all your vascular systems, and it would probably get rid of any swelling that you may have or inflammation. I'm not kidding you. It just is the best fuck. I used to go to my pain specialist and say, God, I wish I wasn't on morphine. I wish I just had one of these things at home. That's what I used to tell my pain specialist. I wish I just had one of these at home. So now I'm going to get one. Yeah, it is good. When you start out on a Megan bed, you got to program it for the kind of shit you want. It doesn't just do this all the time. You can program it to do different things. Well, when you first use them, if you use the one that does the wave motion, it can fucking cause a little pain initially. But once your muscles and your bones start to, the tension works out, like if you're getting, a massage. And then once that happens, all those pains kind of go away. And then all of a sudden, you're just like in a euphoric state when and it has a spongy like memory foam. So there's nothing bad about it. It just, like it doesn't push into your veins or your muscles too hard because of that. It costs a lot less than a therapeutic jacuzzi. I was looking at a therapeutic jacuzzi for, that it was almost, it was like fucking $8,000. The Megan bed's about $3,000. You can get used ones for $2,000, and a lot of them will accept financing. $75, like a Megan bed, meganworld.com. Those can financing. They'll do financing as long as you got a credit. Since I don't have credit, but I have a shitload of money, I could do probably that anyway. But how was I going to say this? But I'm going to just buy the entire bed. I'm not going to fuck around with financing. Because eventually interest kicks in, Yeah, it will. It'll help me. I know it'll help me. Every time I did the Megan bed, when I went to that pain specialist, and when I was done, I'd fucking say, Jesus, I almost don't even need my pills now. You know, I'm like, I could just go home now. I don't even need my pills. But because back then I was addicted to them, I just kept taking them. Nowadays, I don't take any narcotics, with the exception of maybe occasionally, something. I don't know. Maybe occasionally I will, but I don't stick with no fucking pain meds anymore. I don't need the withdrawal. I was doing kratom, but kratom causes uh, some side effects, and it does have a weird withdrawal. It's hard to notice the withdrawal, but then you start to realize this is from the kratom. So I'm going to probably have to quit the kratom or just start smoking more weed. That's all there's to it. Thanks, Brenda. I appreciate that. So the live stream's going on 41 minutes. When do you have to leave, Brenda? Anyway, that guy that was for the BLM, that was probably, he had a black avatar and no content on his channel. He was probably white. And the picture he picked a picture of a black guy that was insulting looking. It made it look, it was just one of those, humorous kind of looking black faces with a big white smile on it. And that's how you can tell this guy isn't fucking for real. This is a white dude sitting behind a fucking YouTube channel trying to act like he's black. Well, yeah, but we're not even close to dinner time. Even you're not close to dinner time, Brenda. Oh, that's when you got to leave. Okay, I get it. I get it, Brenda. That's when you got to leave. I get it. Sometimes I'm a little, slow to catch on. And I'll admit I'm not the educated guy here. I had to self-teach myself English, so to speak, because my English teacher had butt cheeks hanging out of her shorts, and I couldn't concentrate. And plus, I have ADHD. That English teacher, and that was when I really needed to learn English. That was like in 6th, 7th grade. And so I basically had taught myself everything because I can't concentrate in class. I had to go home and look at dictionaries and fucking study that way. And I'd never get my homework done because her ass was always hanging out. That was in military school. She had a nice ass. Oh God, I forgot her name. She did that on purpose though, and that was wrong. As a teacher, to fucking do that. To all those fucking horny fucking military school kids. It was wrong. She had to know that was gonna fuck people's grades up. I could only think of butt fucking that bitch or fucking her, a pussy. And that's the only thing I could think of when I was in her class. The college students at Kemper Military School did get a piece of ass from her from time to time because she was single. She fucking floated around and got laid all the time by those military guys. It's a human fucking is a motherfucker. There's 3 people in. Cheers. Thanks. I only got 40, 2 subscribers. So anybody who can get a few people in live chat, that's good enough. Plus, it's just a video. Brendan knows I'm friendly. Chrissy knows I'm friendly. Even Squishy Socks knows I'm friendly. A lot of the guys are afraid to come in. Radical Panda is a guy, I think, but he hasn't been coming in lately. He's probably busy, and I don't know. He brings up some topics that it's like, dude, come on, you're not gonna pull me into that direction to talk about fucking bombs and shit. You know what I mean? Donald Trump, Vice President. What was this? Just got a notification. It doesn't really matter. I don't even watch Donald Trump's speeches because you know what? I trust the guy implicitly. I have a faith that for some reason or other, there's a bunch of people that are trying to disturb the cabal. And Donald Trump is one, but he has to play along a little bit. And he's been doing that. He has to play along a little with people. He's only a figurehead president in our country. He's only able to do so much. Yeah, there's three people in, and only you are talking, Brendan. But don't feel bad because that's usually how it is in chat. A lot of people just like to hear people talk in live their live stream. They're not the kind that want to comment, and a lot of times, they're sleeper cell assholes. So they got the sleeper cell asshole fucking thing. They're monitoring what you say because they're probably DNC floaters, so I'm not too worried about it. If they're not, they'll eventually say something possibly just to say, hey, I know I'm not one of those. I actually like listening to you. Then cheers, But other than that, they're in here for a reason. They're watching to see what I say. If I say something that could possibly get this video banned on YouTube, they're ready to press the complaints and shit also. So you got to remember that when people come in and you're watching them, they could be those kind of fuckers, so that's why when Radical Panda started bringing up explosives and shit, I was like, Radical Panda, I'm not going to block you for talking about that shit, but people make pipe bombs all day long in America. It doesn't mean they're going to do anything with them. That's terrorist or anything like that. But I think because of that, he knows that he's not going to be popular if he starts saying shit like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave the live stream just going. Brenda, you don't have to hang out if you want, but I appreciate you doing so. If you got things to do and whatnot, I'm just here to talk. I really don't have a lot of subject. I did have some subjects to talk about, but they race through my mind, and then it's hard for me to remember them. So probably I should get a pen and take notes of the topics I would like to talk about prior, to my live stream. So one of the people in live stream just left, and that's probably because they got irritated. I was fucking speaking factual truth. Yeah. Hopefully I irritate him about as much as a mosquito that lands right on your nose 10 fucking different times and bites you 10 different times on the tip of your nose. But yeah, I was hoping Chrissy would come in. All right, Brenda, cheers. That might be you leaving. But hey, Brenda, you could always leave this live stream on. That would do me a favor, actually. You know what I mean? You could always leave it on. That would make it seem like you're watching me. You know what I mean? Hopefully these teeth won't be as dingy from all the coffee I've been drinking because I did use this whitener, and as long as I keep using it all week long, they should be white as fuck, white as this wall in no time at all. Or maybe white as that bleached out fucking window out there if I keep doing it. So yeah, I was enjoying Fade to Black with Jimmy Church. Let's see, who else do I like? I like Linda Moulton Howe. I think she's a thorough Democrat, but it's okay. She's very good at she's stuck to her guns her whole life about the interest in UFOs, and I can't deny that. All right, bye, Brenda. Have a good weekend yourself. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Say hi to your boyfriend for me. Tell him I might ask him to fabricate some metal for me. I might need his 3D printer to fabricate some design metal for me. Okay, now there's one in, so I'm just doing, you know what? I might as well end the stream. Couple just left, and I forgot some of the subjects I wanted to talk about today, but I did want to give Fade to Black full promo. I didn't want to fucking leave him out because my brother has an issue with him, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Fucking Jimmy Church he's fucking awesome. The guy's, there's only so many people willing to do this stuff. The Pentagon has released 3 UFO videos. So anyone who would think, that shit's boring, he's got mind issues. Something wrong with their brain is what's wrong. They don't understand probably because they've never seen UFOs, or they think they're all ours because they're fucking delinquent with their logistics. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for coming in, guys. It's 50 minutes, 38 seconds, and peace out.